We're in the module number 2, metal finishing chapter, and in this session we are going to discuss about the electroplating of chromium. In the last session we have studied about the metal finishing technological importance and also completed the polarization, decomposition potential and over voltage. Okay, so we are starting with the electroplating of chromium. You know very well what is the electroplating. Electroplating is a process of coating a layer of any other superior metal or a suitable metal on a base metal by using electric current, that is electrolysis process. When I say the electrolysis process, no, you know it will be containing many things in the electrolytic bath. There will be either a steel or concrete tank will be there. Okay, there will be a bus bar that is present for holding a many number of anode and cathodes. Alternate anode and cathodes will be there in a electrolytic plating bath. So to hold that, there will be a presence of a bus bar, and in the tank we are taking the electrolyte solution. Okay, electrolyte solution will be there, and suitable buffers will be added to maintain the required pH, and also some small amounts of other organic additives will be there. The additives like brighteners will be there, which are added to give a brighter coating, thin and uniform deposit. To give a thin and uniform deposit, brighteners will be added. Okay, and stress relievers will be added to avoid the formation of any of the gases or other products on the electrode surface. Okay, stress relievers are added. Okay, and brighteners are added, and also we should supposed to maintain the electrolyte concentration. That is very important. We should not have very high concentrated solution or very low concentrated solution. Okay, and we should supposed to maintain the required temperature. Okay, and thickness what we get, which depends on the which can be controlled by using the required current and required concentration of the electrolyte solution. Okay, and this electroplating can be carried out by two methods. One is a electrolyte consumption method and the other one is a anode consumption method. Okay, in the case of the electrolyte consumption method, as the name itself says, we are taking the coating material in the form of electrolyte. Example is chromium. Okay, electroplating of chromium. We are plating the chromium on a base metal. Okay, so we are taking their chromic acid. Okay, in the form of a electrolyte. So what happens when you carry out the electrolytic process? After some time, the concentration of the electrolyte will be reduced. So from time to time, you need to check and maintain the concentration of the electrolyte solution. And the other method is anode consumption method. In the case of anode consumption method, the coating material is taken in the form of a anode. Okay, so the anode will be dissolving to the electrolyte as the metal ions. Then the metal ions will get coated on the article to be coated. Okay, so here from time to time the anode is to be replaced. Okay, after completely when it is dissolved to the solution, the anode to be replaced. Okay, with a fresh anode. I think it is clear. In one case, in electrolyte consumption method, the coating material is taken in the form of a electrolyte. In the other case, the coating material is taken in the form of a anode. Okay, so anode must be replaced from time to time. Clear? Okay, so let us start with the electroplating of chromium. In electroplating of chromium, usually a nickel coating will be given first. Okay, to the chromium plating should be adhered properly to the base metal. So to give that property, usually a nickel layer will be coated. Fine. And then before the plating process is carried out, we need to give pre-treatment. Okay, we need to give a pre-treatment. What is this pre-treatment? Like we discussed in tinning and galvanization processes. No, okay, the metal to be coated, no, it should be cleaned first. Directly we cannot take it to the plating process, right? So what and all we are doing here? First, the article to be coated. Okay, the metal to be plated is cleaned with an organic solvent. Okay, an organic solvent to remove the impurities like oil, greases and all. If it is present on the surface, they will be removed by treating the article with a organic solvent. Okay, and then it will be cleaned with the dilute acids like either HCl or H2SO4. Okay, that is to remove if any hardly adhered impurities like scales if it is present on the surface. For some plating processes, no, they require the article to be coated, no, that should be rough in surface. Okay, if some rough surface area is required, okay, then sand blasting process is done. Blasting process is done to give a, you know, a rougher surface of the electrode. Okay, if a smooth surface is required, electro or mechanical polishing will be done. Okay, so these 4 processes are carried out: cleaning with an organic solvent, then with acid to remove scales, and then if rough surface area is required, sandblasting, and if smooth surface area is required, then electro or mechanical polishing will be done, and then the article will be washed with a lukewarm water and it is dried. Now the article is ready for plating process. Okay, so here I told you the cathode is always the article to be coated. Cathode is always the article to be coated. What is anode then? Anode may be either a coating material. Either a coating material if the plating is anode consumption method. Otherwise, an inert anode will be used generally. Fine. So let us go to the electroplating of chromium. Here in electroplating of chromium, no, there are 2 types of chromium platings are there. One is decorative chromium and the other one is a hard chromium. You know, almost of all the composition is same only. Both the table compositions are same. Only to get a hard chromium deposit, some current density we need to pass more. Okay, current density only is more. Okay, you can see in the table. Okay, remaining all the components what we are taking is a same. To get a harder chromium deposit, we need to apply little more current. That is the only difference. Okay, so let us go to the composition of this plating bath. Okay, anode here is a insoluble anodes like lead tin. Okay, lead or tin. Okay, lead or tin which is coated with a alloy like lead oxide. Fine. Lead tin or lead antimony alloy which is further coated with the PbO2 is used here. That is anode. Okay, inert anode. Fine. And the cathode is always the object to be plated. What's the bath composition? What's the electrolyte contents here? It is chromic acid and H2SO4 in the ratio 100:1. Very important to mention this in your exams. Okay, bath composition contains chromic acid and H2SO4 in the ratio 100:1. Okay, and the current density required, important, please do remember, for decorative chromium we are supplying 100 to 200 milliamperes per square centimeter, and in the case of hard chromium, no, we need to supply 215 to 430 milliamperes per square centimeter square area. Okay, square centimeter. And then current efficiency in the baths will be, in the case of decorative chromium it is 8 to 12, and in the case of hard chromium it is 10 to 15%, and required pH is in both the cases it is around 2 to 4. Acidic pH conditions are required, and temperature for these processes are 45 to 55 in the case of decorative chromium, and in the case of hard chromium slightly more, 45 to 66. Okay, what are the applications where and all it is used? Means decorative chromium to give a decorative finish. Okay, that is used in the case of automobiles, in surgical and optical instruments it will be used. And the hard chromium plated articles will be used in industrial and engineering applications. They will be very hard in nature. They will be generally used in tools like cutting tools, etc. Fine. So this is about the plating bath composition of a chromium plating bath. Okay, the reactions which are taking place here are, you know, in the plating bath chromic acid we are taking CrO3, where chromium is in 6+ oxidation state. By a series of reactions, no, it will be finally converted into the elemental chromium or chromium metal that gets coated on the article to be plated. Okay, for our purpose, for examination purpose, if you write these 2 reactions it is enough. Okay, if we show the reactions from CrO3, no, there will be 6 to 7 reactions will be there. No need to write all those things. Okay, you just write, you will be writing like CrO3 where chromium is in 6+ oxidation state. By a series of reactions it will be finally gets reduced to elemental or metal chromium that gets deposited on the article to be plated. Okay, if you mention that much it will be enough. Okay, so chromic acid will be finally reduced to elemental chromium that gets coated on the article to be plated. Okay, and here no, one more thing is there, important. Okay, we are not using chromium anodes, right? Chromium anodes are not used. We are using only the electrolytic consumption method. We are not using anode consumption method. Why? A question will be asked like that. Why chromium anodes are not used in electroplating of chromium? Okay, and then what is the answer for it? The answer for it is if we use chromium anodes. If we use chromium anodes, what happens is in acidic medium, it will become passive. It will become very inactive. Okay, and also if we use chromium anodes, it will be producing large amount of Cr3 plus ions. It will be producing large amount of Cr3 plus ions. In presence of Cr3 plus ions, we will be getting a black deposit. What is our intention of carrying out the chromium plating here? We are doing chromium plating to get a decorative and shiny surface. But if we use chromium anodes, you will be getting a black chromium deposit, black color chromium deposit. So we should not use chromium anodes here. Okay, chromium anodes if we use, they will become very passive or inactive in acidic medium. That is one of the reason. Second reason is if chromium anodes are used, they will be liberating large amount of Cr3 plus ions. In presence of large amount of Cr3 plus ions, you will be getting a black deposit, okay, instead of decorative finish. So we are not using chromium anodes here. And one more thing, okay, we have not said any of the uses of PbO2, right? I told the lead tin or lead antimony anodes are used which are coated with a PbO2. Why is it coated with PbO2? What is the role of PbO2 here? The PbO2, here it is used to maintain the concentration of the Cr3 plus. Okay, when more and more Cr3 plus are produced, it will be oxidizing back all the Cr3 plus into Cr6 plus. So it will be helping in maintaining the concentration of Cr3 plus, because we know in presence of more Cr3 plus ions, we will be getting a black deposit. Clear, right? Chromium anodes will become passive in acidic medium, and also they liberate more Cr3 plus. So they are not used. What's the role of PbO2 here? PbO2, it will be oxidizing the more and more Cr3 plus produced during the reaction to Cr3 plus. So it will help in maintaining the Cr3 plus concentration in the electrolytic plating bath of the chromium. Fine. And then coming to the application part, the hard chromium plated articles, they will be used in industries like in piston rings, ball bearings and cutting tools, and also it is used in engine parts. Okay, and the black chromium deposit is used in photographies. And right, and then the decorative chromium is there, right? It is used in automobiles. It is also used in scientific instruments. It is also used in dentistries. Okay, as it is having a very shiny decorative surface and corrosion resistant film it will be giving. So it is used in dentistries, okay, medical applications. Fine. And also in taps, in laboratory taps will be there, even they will be coated with a chromium. It will not get corroded. It will be giving a shiny and bright appearance. This is about the applications: hard chromium in industries, black chromium in photography, and decorative chromium in all the other applications, as it is having a shiny and decorative finish. Okay, so this is about the electroplating of chromium. Okay, and then we will be meeting with the next topic, electroless plating, in the next session. Until then, take care.